Hi, this is Don Deems, the Dentist Coach. Thanks for stopping by for the Dentist Coach Insider Strategies. I hope you'll find today's insider strategy useful in your life and practice. My best wishes to you. Hi, this is Dr. Don Deems, the Dentist Coach, and I'm here to talk with you today a little bit about discerning between a troubled or a troublesome team member. What do you do? How do you know? Well, there's one thing I want you to know about all employees. In my experience, there is not a single employee who ever takes a job anywhere, in any practice, that doesn't have the best intentions that this is going to be a great job for them, that they're going to work out well, that they're going to fit into the practice, and that it's going to become basically their second home. Because after all, besides their home, this is probably where they're going to spend a lot of their life. So, of course they want it to work out, right? Well, what happens when things seem to go south, when that employee who's been doing a really great job is all of a sudden not doing so well? What do you do about that? Well, understand this, is that there's a difference between a troubled employee and a troublesome employee. If your practice is run well, in other words, if you have in place job descriptions, if you have goals, if you have regular meetings with each team member, if you have team meetings, if everybody is on the same page, communicating well, they're fully trained, etc., then employees generally are going to do what they're asked to do. And if they're not, then something is wrong. And usually it has nothing to do with the practice. So if all those things are in place in your practice and you have somebody which is underperforming and you notice that there is some sort of shift in their attitude, it's a good time to go to them and to say, hey, Susan, I've noticed that, something seems to be going on, and do you have a few minutes that we might visit? Now remember, this doesn't give you a license to be their therapist, to be like a bull in a china cabinet in their personal life. That's not your role, and that's none of your business. However, you can offer to say something like this: I've noticed that you seem to be off a little bit. Something seems to be troubling you. Is there something that you would like to share with me that perhaps I could help with or give you some direction around? If they say no, it's best to drop it and just say, okay, well, if you change your mind and you want to talk, just let me know. Usually, just taking that time to talk to that person in that way, just that took 30 seconds, usually taking that time is enough to let that employee know that you've noticed. Okay? And so they're going to do something about that, hopefully. Unfortunately, sometimes people have things going on at home or in their life that are beyond their control or that are just too big, and you're going to lose that employee. There's not much you can do about that, unfortunately. You can offer to help, maybe guide them to get counseling or find an attorney to help them with matters. I mean, who knows what the situations are. Life is life, right? But what about that troublesome employee, that person that just seems to be gossipy, they're causing lots of trouble, they seem to be not pulling their load and what they're supposed to do, etc. The first thing that I want you to realize is that if you have an employee like that, it's best for you to look at what are you doing as a leader in that practice. Do you have the things in place in your practice which should be the guide for how that employee should be working? If you don't, then that's the wake-up call that you need to spend some time to get organized, to get these things in place. Because time and time again, when I talk with doctors who have a lot of troublesome employees or have a lot of employee turnover, it's because their practice is very poorly organized. They don't have all the things in place that they should have. Okay? So I can help you with that. I can also help you implement that into your practice and create that accountability with your team. It doesn't happen overnight, and it's a process. So as a coach, I can be your confidant and I can help you in these areas. So if that is an issue or a concern of yours that you would like help with, please feel free to call me. We can talk about it and decide should we work together or not. So I hope today's insider strategy will give you some things to think about when you have that troubled or troublesome employee and know how to determine which one they are. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching today's insider strategy. I hope to see you around for future videos. If you have a comment, would like to ask me a question, or have a topic you'd like to see me talk about, please leave your comments in the box below. Thanks again, and my best wishes to you.